Calderon with the Smart Money Academy. My class that I offer on time after school is Camp Millionaire or Club Millionaire during the school year. I am going to share my screen. I've got a little presentation for you guys. All right, so the course content throughout my course, my whole premise is to teach kids how to win with money, how to be successful with money when they're adults, and that starts now as they're kids. So I teach them about earning passive income and why that's important. We talk about budgeting and why budgeting is important and that it's, a tool to reach our goals and things like that. Saving, why saving is important and how to save, which is a concern that a lot of parents have, right? Like, my kid won't save money. How do I get them to save? And so this is one great way is taking this class, because then they really see the power of the saving and the importance of it. And we talk about how and why to invest. So we talk a little bit about things like inflation and how money loses value over time and things like that. Compound interest, assets and liabilities. There's so much in this course, and kids come away with a huge vocabulary for finance terms. So they not only understand those terms, but can have a conversation about it. So it's very powerful. Teaching method, it is a game-based program. So the majority or about half of the time that they're with me, we are playing a game. They have to earn their paycheck by doing a silly job. And usually that job involves something about getting up and moving around. It could be do some jumping jacks or run around your house and find 2 things that are green, something like that. And that getting up a few times during class helps keep them engaged too, and helps kind of break up the monotony. So they earn their paycheck by these silly little jobs, and then they have to pay their bills, pretend. And there's very little money left, because that's kind of the way life works, right? And so eventually throughout the game, they get an opportunity to start lowering their expenses and start investing in either real estate, stock market, or business. And through that investing, they earn passive income. They win the game, quote unquote, win the game when their passive income is enough to cover their expenses in the game, right? And that's kind of the goal in real life, right? Wouldn't it be amazing to have enough passive income that we no longer have to work? We can cover our expenses with our passive income. And so that is, through this game, they're actually learning real life principles. Between the rounds of the game, I slip in little mini lessons, like I said, compound interest, budgeting, things like that. So it kind of goes back and forth between let's play around the game and then let's learn a new principle. And so throughout the game, they have an opportunity to practice those principles that they just learned. And it's a lot of fun. Lifelong benefits. Gosh, there are so many benefits to learning about money as a child. Studies have shown that the earlier kids learn about money, the better off they are as adults. So in adulthood, they generally have greater wealth built, right? Because they understand how to do it and why it's important. They have a lot less stress around money and around their relationships, because studies show that the number one thing that married couples fight about is money, right? Well, if we can get our money under control, that sure takes that off the table as far as our relationships. And so a lot less stress around a lot of things. They have more confidence in handling their money, confidence in finding a job, confidence in negotiating their salary. And then autonomy of choices. Having wealth, having money managed well gives us choices in life. We're no longer stuck in a job that we don't like, right? Because we can't leave, we have to pay our bills, that sort of thing. Or they have the choice to travel if they want to, or they have the choice to retire early. And so learning about money at a young age is hugely important, and the benefits just go on and on. These are just a few. A little bit about me. I was a classroom teacher, a public school teacher for 20 years, and I taught pretty much the same age range for this camp. I taught 3rd through 6th grade. I'm an experienced curriculum writer. I wrote a lot of curriculum during that time, and I used those skills to develop this curriculum. I am also a trained financial coach, so I've worked with several adults in getting their finances under control, but it's a lot more fun to work with kids.